Welcome to Gene and Mike to the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Monday, December 8th, 2025. So, did you find this to be the rarest of crosswords?
Well, in a way, yes. Because I didn't know which ones were the themed clues. Usually on Monday, they're pretty blatant. You know that it's a themed clue because either it's asterisked or it's italicized or it's just a whole lot longer than all the other clues. But this one, I just didn't see that. And of course, they were not just going horizontally; they were going horizontally and vertically.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the revealer on a Monday is usually at the bottom, but it was right in the middle today. So yeah, it was kind of rare. It was by Dan Kamman and Zeeken Bernikaneel. I'm sure I butchered that, but anyway. Dan and Zoklin. And it was unique, to say the least. That being said, I still got it done very quickly in typical Monday fashion, as I'm sure most people do.
Right. Well, if they are going to get something done fast, it would be the Monday. That would be the one.
Yep. But yeah, the theme was thankfully nothing you had to really know a lot about in order to solve the puzzle. In fact, you could solve it just fine without it, because I certainly did. But there were 4 themed clues, and 2 of them were going across and 2 were going down. And they were 2-word answers, and they did definitely have something in common, which I discovered after I finished the puzzle. But we had 17 across, Wyoming skiing mecca, which was Jackson Hole. 10 down, 11th hour was Last Ditch. Let's see, we had 34 down, which was Center of a Stone Fruit, and that was Cherry Pit. And then finally 62 across, and successfully, Work Out Well. And the theme clue, which was kind of funny, was finger or toe, or when read as 2 words, what you can do to the ends of the theme clues. And that answer was, of course, digit. But if you read it as 2 words, it's a dig it. And you certainly can dig a hole, as in Jackson Hole, a ditch, as in Last Ditch, a pit, as in Cherry Pit, and a well, as in Work Out Well. So they all kind of held together. But I just didn't realize that until I got to the revealer there. Right. Which wasn't even a revealer. You had to divide it into 2 words to make it reveal. So, so anyway, good puzzle. Yes. And as you say, this is by Dan Kamman and Zukin Bernicle. And I didn't find it too difficult. There were a few places where I wasn't quite sure of where I was going with an answer, like 13 across, blank is where a guy gets stabbed in the back, and instead of dying, he sings Robert Benchley, and that was opera. Yes. I was thinking it was going to be, for a while, Omaha, but it really didn't make a lot of sense. So I thought it was interesting. 14 across was Sean of Lord of the Rings, and that was Aston. And then a little farther down, we had 30 across, Enola Holmes actress, Millie Bobby Brown. Right. So we had Aston and Millie, both of which were in Stranger Things. They were both actors in Stranger Things. So I thought maybe that was a little nod to Stranger Things, which just came out with its, 5th season? Yep. Oh, you cannot escape it. Every time I open social media, there's something about the latest edition of Stranger Things. So. I have not seen that, but that's because my media watching plate is full at this point. No, I have not seen it either, but I have certainly seen enough snippets that I think I almost know the entire plot of the season. Let's see. We had 46 down. That was
author Fleming, and the answer was Ian.
That's correct.
And that's Ian, the name, at least, has shown up 520 times.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a lot of Ians. But
not all Fleming.
No, definitely not all Fleming. But in fact, the first reference to a writer was in 1944. I'm sure you remember Ian McLaren. And then in 1945, we have Ian Hay, a British writer.
Wow.
And Ian Hunter, a British actor, and a lot of British people named Ian.
Well, that makes sense.
Pretty sure there's a prime minister or two with that name. Let's see. I like that they had 53 down. They're blank enough hours in the day, and that was aren't. And right after that, we had 54 down. That's the truth. No lie.
That's right. Yes.
And it is true that there aren't enough hours in the day.
Some days seem like that, for sure.
Did you know the early Chinese dynasty was Wei, 64 down?
No, but I think we've had that before, and I should remember it, but I don't.
It has only shown up 17 times, so it's got a long way to go to catch up with Ian.
Yeah, I would guess so, yes.
32 down was bicycle shorts material. I started off with latex.
Oh.
But that didn't seem quite right. It was Lycra.
That wouldn't be too comfortable, I don't think. But yeah, Lycra makes a lot more sense. It's very lightweight and sort of sheds water.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, I was concerned, with the 30 Across the Enola Holmes actress blank Bobby Brown. It took me a bit to remember. It's sort of like it starts with an M, Melissa, and then eventually got around to Millie.
And I just read where she changed her name.
Oh.
It's no longer Millie Bobby Brown, although I see it like that all the time. But now, she's married. She married Bon Jovi's son.
Really?
And so now she wants to be called Millie Bonnie, not Bobby, Millie Bonnie Novi or whatever his real name is. Not Jovi, but Bon Jovi, I think.
Well, it's her choice.
But yeah, so this clue will be obsolete. Well, I guess her name will still be Millie. So, but
right.
Millie Bonnie, not Millie Poppy. I thought that's unusual.
It's going to bother all the people in Wikipedia.
Yeah. And Bonnie, that's kind of an old name, but maybe it's making a comeback.
Right. I wanted to take slight exception to one of the clues, 26 across, like an envelope that's ready to be sent, sealed. And I think they've forgotten the all-important stamp and return address, and make sure that the actual sending address, you're using all 15 digits or however many you have in a zip code these days.
So that is true.
I think they're sending the wrong message to people who probably have forgotten how to mail an envelope in the first place, because no one does that anymore.
Not very often, that is for sure. So I liked 56 across. I don't ever remember seeing that in a puzzle, but that was a gesture suggesting, I see what you did there. Sly nod.
Right.
Sly nod.
Well, that's a relatively new clue. It's shown up in 2022, 2023, and today.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, sly nod.
I think it showed up on a Tuesday, a Monday, and a Monday. So I guess they consider sly nod to be definitely Monday fare.
I guess so.
43 across, half of a train track was rail.
Yep.
I guess that's true.
Yep.
Depending on which way you want to cut the train track.
I also like 22 across, Motor City Hoopster Piston.
Yes.
Detroit Pistons.
That's reminiscent of a connections puzzle. Today's, in fact, where they had a member of a Dallas pro sports team, and they had Cowboy, Maverick, Star, and Wing. Too bad they didn't work piston into there.
No, well, Detroit. It's not Dallas.
Right. Well, they could have done like Dallas pro sports teams and Detroit ones.
I bet they'd get comments on that one.
Maybe they can have like 4 different categories, 4 different cities. I'm sure the non-sports people in the audience would not appreciate that.
Right, right. 11 down. Boy, I know this now, backward and forward. I've seen it like so many times. I finally know. Alu means potato. The clue was potatoes in Indian cooking, and it is alu.
Right.
But I always forget it, but I am never going to forget it again.
Have you ever had any?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I never remember that's why it's called alu, because it's got potatoes in it. I mean, there's different kinds of dishes that end with alu, meaning there's potatoes in it, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that is it for the crossword.
Okay.
But it is Monday, which means it's time for JAMCOTWA. The Gene and Mike Crossword of the Week Award, where we look back through the crosswords of the previous week and pick out what we deem to be the very best.
That's right.
And this week we picked
Wednesday. For all of you Star Wars fans. So, yes, Wednesday's puzzle was by Victor Barocas. And it was common phrases as Yoda would say them. So we had great answers like the 1967 hit by The Who per Yoda, which was 4 miles I can see. And we also had 29 across, 78 song by Gloria Gaynor, Survive I Will. And I think my favorite was the last one, 59 across, The Sheriff is Shot. The sheriff.
I shot.
Yes, the sheriff I shot.
Right.
And the other one was Katy Perry's hit, A Girl I Kissed.
Yes.
So anyway, very clever and funny.
Right.
So just a very enjoyable solve.
Yes.
And so we give the award to Victor there.
Yep. Well done, Victor. And if you feel so inclined, drop us a line, crosswordpodcast@icloud.com, with a mailing address and shirt size, and we'll have some awesome Northeast Wisconsin swag winging its way towards you in no time, or as soon as the snows melt.
That's right. It's coming tomorrow.
Yes. That is it for today, folks. Thanks, everyone, for listening.
Yep.
And weather permitting, we will be back again with our cutting-edge analysis of tomorrow's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.